Are you serious?
Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Kill an Hour with Marcus Bronzy and
Sean.
That's it, Sean, man. This is the show where Sean and I go on the internet. We find some stuff to do. We find some stuff that's funny. And we just generally have a little catch up. Do you know what I mean? Nice stuff. Recording slightly earlier than usual today, so it might be a slightly different show.
Might be. There might be some energy.
It might be.
Oh, crazy. Crazy talk.
It might be a shambles. Who knows? Only one way to find out. This is a slightly more spooky episode as well. We are recording this a little bit of time before Halloween. And this is just my last sincere quest of a plea.
Plea would be the correct terminology in this sense.
For some jokes that have more bite to them. We've really tried to squeeze the last bit of blood out of the Halloween theme, and it's not worked for us before. I mean, we like to think we have got quite funny bones.
Stop. I beg you. It's actually hurting me. Say my funny bones. Come on, bro.
All right, let's go. Go. Let's go. But I have got...
but truthfully, if any... even contrived, tenable links, as in, what we discussed last week, just any other joke. And if you manage to get fit Halloween in it at all, it can be, then please let us know.
So we have had a first few that have come in after our plea last week. And do you know what, Sean? What we'll do is do it slightly differently. I'll just hit you with the Halloween jokes and then you can refresh us with some non-Halloween jokes. Is that fair?
Okay, yeah.
All right, cool. Time for our jokes
Of the week.
Oh, it's going to be like that.
A man was walking home alone one night when he heard a spooky noise behind him. Bump, bump, bump. Walking faster, he looked back, making out an image of an upright coffin banging its way down the middle of the street towards him. Bump, bump, bump. The man started to run towards his home and the coffin bounced after him faster and faster. Bump, bump, bump. He ran to his door, fumbled with his keys, opened the door, rushed in, locked it behind him. The coffin crashed through the door, the lid of the coffin clapping. Bump, bump, bump. On the heels of the poor, terrified man. The man rushed upstairs to the bathroom and locked himself in, heart pounding. With a crash, the coffin broke down the door, slowly coming towards him. The man, while screaming, reached for something, anything. All he could find was a box of throat lozenges, which he threw at the coffin. Suddenly, the coffin stopped.
Do you know the whole time you were saying that, I was thinking to myself, it's been a whole fucking year since I've heard that.
I know, it was so bad but so good.
I fucking did that one last year.
That's how bad it is. All right, okay.
Oh dear.
It's almost October, which means all of the cobwebs and dust in my house will soon become Halloween decorations.
Don't keep it.
That's fine. It's fine.
I like that.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. I saw a guy at a Halloween party and I said, nice costume. Casanova? Him. Guy Fawkes? Me. I wouldn't have put it that way, but you're right. It's such a stretch.
That's so...
But you're
Can
right.
I just ask? So, Halloween and bonfire night, we're just
don't know why.
We're just squooshing them together, are we?
Again, Sean, the barrel is so... It's so...
The barrel of gunpowder.
Empty. The barrel of gunpowder is so empty. We're leaning into other holidays. Sean, if it gets any worse, it'll be Santa Claus jokes coming at you.
Give me a Hanukkah jokes.
Santa Claus went to a house party. Halloween party. Right. I showed up to a Halloween party dressed as a premature ejaculation. I just came in my pants. Not bad. This year for Halloween, I'm going dressed as a packet of petrol station sushi because that'll always come back to haunt you. I like that one. Two men were walking home after a Halloween party and decided to take a shortcut through a cemetery just for laughs. Right in the middle of the cemetery, they were startled by a tapping noise coming from the misty shadows. Trembling with fear, they found an old man with a hammer and a chisel chipping away at one of the headstones. "Holy cow, mister," one of them said, catching his breath. "You scared us half to death. We thought you were a ghost. What are you doing working here so late at night?" My family are such fools, said the old man. They misspelled my name and I'm here to correct it. There you go. There you go. And those were our Halloween jokes
of the week.
Do you know what? They were good.
Thank you.
Wait. Show me your bones. 4 Halloween jokes. I needed to caveat that. They jumped in there a bit quick, mate. Prematurely jumped in there.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks, Sean, I guess. All right. Can you give us some regular jokes?
I'm going to give you some regular shit jokes.
There you go. Boo-hoo.
I showed a man a photo of my wife, boasting of her beauty. He said, if you think she's beautiful, you should see my wife. Oh, is she a knockout too? No, she's an optometrist. I quite enjoyed that one. Savage. All right. A wife buys her redneck husband a scale to help him with his new diet. A week later, the redneck says, honey, this here scale is great. Not only can I weigh myself, but now I know how much I'm pooping out because of this new diet I'm in. The wife says, wow, that's great. I never thought about that. So you step on the scale before you go to the toilet and then step on the scale again when you're done. And then the difference is the weight of your poop. And the redneck says, yeah. I guess I could do it that way.
That's a silly sow, isn't it? That's a silly sow, yeah. I mean, you could have said 2 ghosts, and I don't know. I'm trying to force it out. 2 zombies.
All right, okay, all of these I'm going to try and make it.
That's right. No, please don't.
A man with a stutter
at Halloween party
goes to the Halloween doctor.
Sorry. Go see Dr. Dracula.
A man with a stutter. A man with a stutter goes to the doctor and says, "Doc, please help me. I can't get a job because of this stutter. I want to kill myself." So the doctor examines him and comes to a conclusion. Well, sir, the problem is that your penis is too large and the weight of it is tugging on your spinal cord and it's interfering with the sensory nerves causing your stutter. Unfortunately, the only solution is to remove 8 inches of a penis. The man thinks it over and says, do it. I can't live like this no more. So the doctor goes ahead, carries out the surgery and the man goes home. Not even a week later, the man returns jubilant. Doc, thank you so much. My life has changed. I've already got a job that I love. The man leaves, but returns to the doctor 3 months later. Hey, Doc, since the surgery, my life has been great, but the one thing that has suffered is my sex life. My wife left me because I can no longer please her, and I love her so much, I just can't live without her. Do you think there's any way I could get that 8 inches back? The doctor looked at him and says, I'm afraid not. It's not coming to mind, idea.
I love it.
Right. A recent study shows that only 1% of the population use clothing tags to identify how to properly care for specific clothing items. The remaining 99% use it to identify where the back is. That's me, bro. That's me. You know the worst thing is, I read this and then I put my fucking t-shirt on the wrong way.
You're like, whoever does that, you put your hoodie on and it goes on over your face. Bro, super quick digression.
Okay.
I put my t-shirts on inside out. I'm a bit weird because I'll take them off, like I'll peel them off and then it's like wash them.
Yeah.
I'll look at them, find where the label is, make sure the label's at the top and put them on that way when I put them on. So it'll be inside out. I'll look at the label. The label will be
in front of you
with us. Yeah, with us. Imagine holding your t-shirt, the neck of your t-shirt with your left and right hand. I'll make sure the label is at the top, and then I'll pop that over my head as like a way to remember to do it right. And if I don't do it like that, sometimes I do put my t-shirt on backwards.
That is mad.
Yeah,
that is actually. I mean, it's kind of how I put my duvet in my duvet. Like
you turn it inside out.
I
felt like a genius when I did that. Also, why does that not count as like a sort of gym workout? Changing your bed sheets.
I don't know, but it's the most effort that I do most weeks.
Yeah.
I hate changing sheets.
Game of football, changing sheets. That's the stretch.
I complain. I make excuses to pulled.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Fine.
That is, if I was really well off, right, and I wanted a ridiculous service, we're so well off, right? We've looked after, we've solved world hunger, right? So we have a little bit of money left over, right? I think that'll be one of the things I pay to get done. Just my bed sheets changed. Oh, yeah. And when you're on holiday, if they change your bed sheets, that's like, you don't even realize it. You don't realize the stress that you've saved there. That's one of the things I do.
One thing I've never understood is the turn down service.
I may have had it provided, right? But the fact that some people are unable to get into bed, that they need that little bit of extra help.
And they were like,
the chocolate. No, sure. Whoa, the chocolate can stay. Yeah, if that's what's on the line, turn me down twice. Yeah, go on. Sorry, go on.
Oh, I think that's another Gary Delaney joke. Or is it Michael McIntyre, the one where he goes, and now they're personally coming to my hotel rooms to turn me down. But that's got to be like a throwback from some being a king or something like that. Yeah, it feels like it's got some snobbery.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I was dating a girl back in the day.
Did she do that for you?
No.
She would put a chocolate
on the pillow every night, mate.
It's a keeper.
Yeah, well, clearly not. Terrible snorer. It didn't balance out. I was there eating it. I was like, this chocolate's nice. Snoring too much. Yeah. And she had really rotten teeth as well because she had a chocolate too. But so I remember. I swear to God, right? I remember. It got to the point where I met her parents.
You made a great point. I'm going to come back to it afterwards. Go for it. Sorry.
What?
You made a great point. I know.
Stop. Hey, guys, listen. Wherever you're doing right now, for the first time ever.
Made a great point.
All right. Wow. Are you sure?
Let it sink in and I'll come back to it.
Wow, okay. I think I'd met her parents, and then we were chilling, and her dad was like, was working an early shift, and he went up to go to bed, came back down and said, I can't go to bed, or whatever. And the wife said, oh, don't worry, I'll sort it out in a sec. He wouldn't go to bed unless the bed was made for him. That's mad, bruv. That's mad. Because
was he flexing? Was he flexing his?
I don't think it was for me. I think it was their normal behaviour. Like that, and if that's your norm, fine. But for me,
walked out all Charlie Big Potato.
Yeah,
like, love.
Yeah, but it was less like go up there and do it. It's more like I can't.
Just an idiosyncrasy of his that his wife tends to.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, is it?
Maybe potentially.
Yeah. Personally, for me, the less stuff I have to make or do with the bed, the better. I want minimum pillows. I want maximum comfort, but I don't want any dressing.
17 pillows. I'm not about it. Get them off. I would just lob them off the bed.
Bro, I do agree that if you do organise your duvet and stuff and uncrumple it a little bit, it does make for a nice little sliding when you get into bed. It does. But any of the decorative stuff, leave it out, mate.
No decoration about that.
Leave it out. I think that's a man thing, though. That is a man thing. Anyway, sorry, you were saying that I made one of the best points ever known to man. Possibly E equals MC squared is out the window.
Oh, man. Yeah,
hold tight, guys.
Stretching a little bit now. But
sorry, hold on to your headphones.
It was
oh, God. You don't want to say it now, do you? You're like, you don't move on.
Well, it was just the fact that you said about bad teeth, and I was like, are you supposed to eat the chocolate and then go and brush teeth?
Oh, yeah.
You're supposed to eat, you know what it is? You're supposed to, you eat the chocolate, get into bed and go, oh, fucking hell, I've got to go and brush my teeth, and then get really pissed off.
Also, Sean, it's a minty chocolate. So is that...
wait, is that what you've experienced?
A lot of the time I've had a minty chocolate.
Is that ubiquitous to turn down services?
I would say if I was a betting man and I was going to bet a flavour of chocolate other than normal chocolate, it would be minty.
Is that to give you the illusion of toothpaste?
That's what I was going to say. Does this help? Does this help the tooth brushing? Because if you go and brush your teeth with a minty flavour in your mouth already that's chocolatey, it's less of like a shock. You ever brush your teeth directly a bit too soon after eating? Like a glass of orange juice before or after brushing your teeth.
No,
isn't nice.
No. Before was okay.
But you still get a hint of that flavour though, that weird flavour.
Afterwards. Oh! Anything after brushing, like drinking orange juice after, everything is kind of foul.
It's like a curse. May you drink orange juice every time after brushing your teeth. That's a curse that we should throw down. But yeah, like even if you have a bit of orange juice just before brushing, if you do anything like eating, masticate just before brushing your teeth, it's not that nice. Like right, like say you finish dinner and you're in the bathroom 5 minutes later. That's not nice.
No,
you get a bit of that. You get a little bit of that remix.
I don't know. I'm all right with that way.
You okay with it?
I'm okay.
I think I need
way,
like 10 minutes just to.
Interesting.
That's literally what I do for 10 minutes. It's not annoying at all.
That's what I was about to say.
Anyway.
Okay. I was looking up whether the turned down. It's actually called a turned down service chocolate. A customer leaving a small chocolate or sweet on a guest's pillow as part of an evening turn down service. I'm yet to find anything regarding a menthol or minty treat. Maybe
it's just my personal experience, or maybe I'm just adding my own to it.
I understand it. I get it.
Maybe I've never experienced a turn down service and I've been caught out. This is not true. No, I have.
Oh,
I've experienced. I've been lucky enough to have a turn down service, but I swear I had a minty chocolate. I know it wasn't a Twix. That's a hell of a turn down service if they leave you a full size Twix. That's mad, isn't it? A big chocolate bar. A fruit and nut would be nuts, innit? A Ferrero Rocher, a whole bar, a pack of Ferrero Rochers. That'd be too much.
What? Just like a pyramid?
A pyramid of
Ferrero Rochers.
Wow. If I was in the hotel room by myself, challenge is: can you get into bed without knocking the pyramid down? Can you sleep and wake up without knocking the pyramid down? That's a challenge.
I wouldn't knock it down.
You'd eat it.
I would eat all of it, bro. 100%. Are you mad?
There you go. Anyway, how did we get here?
Okay, sorry. We digress.
Also, like, I'll be honest, and I feel like the audience at home is slightly underwhelmed by that great point.
Sorry. Sorry, what I meant to say was, it's one of the greatest points that you've ever come up with.
In this episode.
No, in the entirety of your life, but the bar is just fucking low. Right, let me move on. My friend Tony asked me not to say his name backwards. I said, why not? Sorry.
That's sick. That's wicked.
This morning, I had a strong urge to give up sex, drugs, and booze, and go on a diet, and start working out. I decided to lie down until the feeling went away.
Good man.
What's the difference between Gordon Ramsay and going jogging in a field?
I don't know. What's the difference between Gordon Ramsay and going jogging in a field?
One's a pant in the country and the other...
Yes!
I know that one.
Fantastic.
Right. What do you reckon? Got time for one more?
Oh yeah, go on, Sean. If you have to.
I bumped into my ex in town earlier and we ended up having a coffee together. As we were saying our goodbyes, she said, "You've changed. I only broke up with you because you were so immature, but you seem like you're more grown up now. Why don't you give me a call sometime?" I wonder if she'll feel the same when she finds the "I love anal" sticker on the back of her coat. Leave it there.
And those were our jokes
of the week.
Absolutely fantastic. I love it, Sean. I feel like you've made me come back from the horror of what we discussed, because it was quite a shame. We've not done this for a little bit, which is our news of the week before I kill a bit.
You've got some tasty ones.
I've got a tasty one for you. Do you remember the Prodigy song Spaceman? Always wanted you to go into Spaceman.
Tune.
This is a space scam. Always wanted you to know it's a space scam. Because an elderly woman was conned by a romance scammer posing as a stranded astronaut. Go big or go home.
You know what? That is, yeah. You hit the nail on the head there, innit?
There you go. Police said that the victim was told the fake astronaut spaceship was under attack and warned people should be suspicious if they were asked for money from someone they have met online. This is real, bro. An 8-year-old woman in Japan sent money to an online fraudster who told her he was an astronaut stranded on a spaceship and needed the cash to buy oxygen.
It's not a choice. It's an absolute necessity. Like, it's a good crowdfunding. What it is? Oh my days. Okay.
Now, I love sci-fi, right? I don't like scamming.
I don't. Okay,
but this is a sci-fi scam.
I'm gonna segue very quickly into a good friend of mine the other day. I met with him and he told me that he had to ban his little one for a time. His little one's 10 or 11, and he had to ban his little one from watching YouTube. And I said, "Oh, why? What is there something?" And he said, "No, what happened was that the other day someone had like posted something about like aliens, that they'd made like a breaking news story about like aliens coming down and like taking over the world, and he like fully believed." And he got really scared. And I was like, "Oh shit!" And what did you do? He's like, "Oh, it was fucking hilarious." but I had to ban him for a bit because I don't want him to see that nonsense. I was like, "Yeah, you can't. It's difficult. You can stop maybe X-rated stuff, but you can't stop fake news."
Yeah, they're gonna have a phobia of aliens when they're older, isn't it? They're not gonna want to watch any of the alien films. They're not. Mars Attacks is out the window. They're not gonna
Attack the Block.
Attack the Block. Oh, fantastic film.
Sorry,
It's poor kid, man. I feel bad for him, man. But you know, it's a funny story. I'm sure. I'm sure it's something that we'll laugh about for years to come. It's the sort of story that, as a kid, everyone finds it funny in the room except for the kid. Like they're 18 years old. "Oh, you're 18. Happy birthday! I think it's time I tell everyone about the alien story." When you were 11 years old, you were crying under your bed, crying for weeks. It was hilarious.
I mean, in the future, it will be funny unless he grows up and then like he's a bit like you know the dude in the Breaking Bad spin-off.
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul.
The
his
guy
brother
that stays inside all the time.
As long as we're like ha, and he's like, aliens are still coming to get us. As long as that doesn't happen, we're good.
Or Sean, there is a greater than zero chance that this kid is on something right.
Yeah.
Whoa! What a clapback at Christmas dinner time, innit? Well, Dad.
Told you.
Who was laughing at me 7 years ago? Yeah. Cool. Aliens are here now. Right. So back to the scam.
Yes.
The pair met on social media in July in what police described as a romance scam. I think they're missing an opportunity for a sci in there. There needs to be a sci-fi. What would you call it? A sci romance scam? A ro-sci scam?
I'll leave you with this one.
A romance sci scam? The scammer told the victim, who lives in Japan's northern Hokkaido, I hope I'm saying that right, Hokkaido Island, said he was an astronaut, and they continue. Oh, sorry. The scammer told them he was an astronaut, and they continued to develop an online relationship. The fraudster eventually told her he was in space on a spaceship right now and was under attack and in need of oxygen. Wow. Police also said the victim, who lives alone, was persuaded to transfer about 1 million yen, $5,000. Officers believe the exchange was part of a romance scam when fraudsters take advantage of people seeking love. Wow. Now listen, right?
It's upsetting.
Upsetting, right? But I would say we've all heard the prince scam. Yeah, I'm a prince. We've all heard that I need to unlock some money. The fact that this person's sitting there watching Star Trek or Star Wars and goes, you know what? I reckon he needs to do a space scam. He's like the Quentin Tarantino
space
of scammers.
Scam.
Yeah, that's a mad scam, bro. But what I'm trying to think is where...
No, but do you know what I clock that they do?
Yeah.
Is they make the scams as... You know, in the same way, I was going to say, they make the scams ridiculous. And also, if you clocked, that if you receive them you receive emails, whatever, they purposely spell things wrong, use incorrect grammar, all of this stuff.
Yeah, just like me, I do that purposely.
But the idea is, the idea is, I'm guessing, is to whittle away the smarter of the people who are onto it and be like, oh, no, it's a scam. And you want to be left with the people who are most vulnerable, most susceptible, most gullible.
I just think they blast them at everyone, Sean. You know what? I think you're right, but I think they just blast it at everyone. Yeah, and if one person...
Bro, I'm telling you, 97% of all scams go to my parents.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And honestly, every single day I have at least 3 or 4. Can you check this out for me? I'm like, you don't have a car to not pay tax on. So why are you asking me if you owe money on tax for your vehicle?
They get you with different ones. They get. No, it's true. I think the one that my parents, the first time I realized that I need to be vigilant of their internet consumption, right, is they sent some Marks and Spencer vouchers. And I was like, these ain't vouchers, man. They're like, yeah, all you need to do is fill in the form. I was like, called them up. Do not fill in the form. Oh, I was about to. Do not fill it. But then now they're wiser to it. I'm like, if it's too good to be true, just run it by me first and I'll check everything. And if it's legit, it's cool, innit? 50-50. We'll go 50-50 on the rewards. Yeah.
But there's been, I suppose, I would say even in the last 10 years, there's probably been 2 over that 10 years time, in that 10 years where I've gone, damn, that's good.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when I see it, I'm like, I have ratings. That's a ones where they're not trying to whittle out they're actually trying to make it look as legit as possible. I think the one was like a post office one and something else, but I remember 2 times where I was like actually impressed. Man. That's a good one. But
thing is, if you're not on point, if your mind's somewhere else, that's where they can get you, Sean. But if they send a million text messages, there was an article that I read where somebody activated a SIM on their phone as a tester SIM. They were going to use it to see if they get fraud. Didn't sign up to anything, and they started getting fraud. Journalists started getting fraud text messages sent to it. So someone's plugged into the new mobile numbers on the network. Somebody's up there is getting the numbers on the network, or finding out a way to find out numbers. And just if you can find out all the new numbers or a certain set of numbers and just blast a text to all of them, you're winning, mate.
There's that, plus also that you can just random it, right?
Yeah, you could. There's enough numbers out there. Just vomit on a keypad.
And you know as well that if you've seen in WhatsApp where you had someone previously in WhatsApp and their numbers obviously being recycled.
Yeah.
You know, suddenly it's a 70-year-old old lady or something, and you're like, what? That was Bla's number.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a year ago or something.
That's true, man.
So there's not. I don't know if there are. I don't know how many numbers. 11.
Yeah.
I wonder what the possibilities
I don't know what the
are.
massive, mate. That is beyond.
Yeah, but why do they have to recycle numbers then? If
who knows? Somebody might just give the phone to someone else. Do you know what I mean? Someone might just give the phone to someone else who gives it to someone else who gives it to someone else. Do you know what I mean?
Or with a number.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Back in the day, nowadays I feel like everyone ports over there. Yeah. Keeps their numbers. I've had the same number for like 30 years or something.
Maybe a network owns the number. Do you know what I mean?
It goes into a pool, into their pool, and they reallocate it out. Yeah, that sounds probably about right. Man.
But yeah, what a scam though. But a space scam is just, I mean, I never thought I'd ever see this. You get me?
Space I can't get out my space scam.
It'd be great if we could add the music to that.
A poor old lady.
Yeah, poor lady. And, you know, that's the thing though.
These are funny when they're not victimless crimes.
No, they're not. Everyone thinks they can't get scammed, right? Bro, I'm telling you now.
Or it takes bro, there have been times where I might have done something and then afterwards gone, I didn't give that my full attention. I should have done that. And sometimes you get fortunate. Sometimes
people just nick your details from online and try and get a line of credit. I've had an email saying someone's tried to get a line of credit. It looks fraudulent. And I was like, yeah, that 100% is. It's not me. It's not me. And then they've
but they get accepted. Let me know though.
Yeah. These times I'm looking at my wonky card like, fuck, I almost done it. But then like they put notes on all your accounts, and then you can let all your lenders know, like all your lenders, your banks know whatever, that someone's trying to do it so that they're on high alert or whatever. It's a tricky one, man.
Let's be honest, they target, because at the end of the day it's a numbers game. They target the most vulnerable, most gullible people, the ones with the least I would say the least technical experience when it comes to IT and stuff like that, and just understanding. So
yeah, man, there's farms and offices where they do it, man. It's a horrible. I always say, if you're going to do a scam, do a large corporate, do a
scam up,
rip off a massive company,
100.
Like rip off an enormous company, and the thing is, if you get nabbed for it, you actually go to quite a nice jail as well, innit? Like, because they don't send you to like a jail, a wing of like murderers. You go to like a wing where it's sort of like, you know, open prison style stuff because you've done mega fraud. Like, it's funny, like in an earlier iteration of the show, we did some episodes about fraud from Microsoft. Microsoft has been taken for so much over the years, but people but because they're so big, people have chiseled away a few mil, and if they stopped, they would have been fine, but they carried on going. So it makes you think, how many people have just chiseled a little 500k or something like that? Tidy.
You wouldn't even notice it, wouldn't
it? Tax write-off. Anyway, that was our news story
of the week.
Oh, actually, I've got a news story.
Sorry, let's go back.
Wait. It's a news story that rolls into my killer bit.
Oh, okay, go for it.
So my killer bit, very quickly this week, was watching the Ryder Cup over the weekend. So if anyone knows, it's the biggest event on the sporting calendar in golf. And I would say potentially any team sports, but it was amazing. Anyway, the piece of news, which was a few weeks ago, which absolutely cracked me up, right, was that, so if you don't know, Ryder Cup is the Americans versus the Europeans, right? The Americans got a silhouette for all of their American Ryder Cup gear. And it turned out that the silhouette was very strikingly similar to a silhouette of Rory McIlroy, who plays for the European team, right?
Yeah.
So this became like a big thing. It actually became like a big thing they were talking about in like all of the press conferences, the interviews, and I was trying to figure out whether I literally, mate, they did a side by side of the silhouette and then one of Rory's finishing positions, but even like the hair, the whole, like as soon as I saw the silhouette, I was like, isn't that Rory? Like, and I was trying to figure out whether it was a cock up,
yeah,
or some fucking genius.
If I was
I'll give the man a prize or woman.
If they farmed this out, right? Let's farm the design out to a design team, and it somehow made its way over here. Yeah.
That is one of the
genius
best
move.
I want to shake that person's hand.
That's like when you have contractors over, and if they know you support us football team, they'll put your rival's football team t-shirt in like the foundations or in like behind the wall and film themselves filling it in, and then forever and ever you've got a certain t-shirt underneath your.
Only like when you put like black light or something.
Yeah, it just shows up, which is a mad one. I did see a little bit of news over the weekend. Quick digression is or maybe it's not, is people getting told off for making noise. Over the weekend, that there was a couple of golfers. Yeah, because people. Go on.
It's not okay. There is a thing about making noise when people take their shots. You are supposed to be silent, right? There are people dotted around in the crowd they put their arms up. You're supposed to be absolutely silent. Ryder Cup, there's a lot of rivalry. If you're the away team, you usually get quite bad. You usually get sledging, but this year the sledging got taken to next levels. I say just this year, but like I'll give you an example. Previous year, one of the participants in the European side brought his parents, and like they didn't come this time because of the amount of abuse that they suffered last time. That's too far for me. Like there's a level, right? Because like for instance, someone's got up to take their shot, right? And then like they're practice swinging, everyone's going, way, when they're doing their practice swings. Okay, like, do you know you can do that? You can sledge people like, okay, so for instance, Rory choked going back a little bit against Bryson and he was supposed to like win this title. He choked, he didn't. So people are like going, oh, don't forget about the US Open, Rory, and all this stuff. That for me is still like sporting enough in the sense of like, okay, it's a bit low, but it's cool. But then people start bringing people's families into it and stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, man.
That's mad.
Yeah. Or like personal, like, look, if someone like evades their taxes, give them shit about it. Do you know what I mean? But when someone's...
Make sure you pay him back for this one, unlike your taxes.
Fun, cool and funny. Cool. If you talk about someone losing a baby...
Mad. Absolutely off the table.
Do you know what I mean? Like there's levels to this shit.
Yeah, this ain't a hip hop beef, man. Fucking hell. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking hell. Yeah, allow that shit.
But stuff like that. So people were saying really personal, hurtful things. Wow. And when it gets to that, I'm like, you're going to... And even if you're, let's say you're an American, American player, and you got your crowd in, and you think, you need to try and put this person off their game that much because we can't. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, kind of thing. So that's what happened, and there was a hell of a lot of sledge, and there was a lot of back and forth to the crowd. There were people getting ejected for saying bad things, but also the noise thing is that people were making noises during the backswing, so it was absolutely silent. It's coming up and then just shouting stuff out. Yeah, and it like
Rory told someone to shut the fuck up. Then made it absolutely amazing. Like he like took a shot afterwards, and everyone was like, "If you shout at him, that's his reply." That was what they said, like in the commentary.
Well, it's the other way, Rory. Rile him up. Man hits it within 3 feet. So it was, heavy. But it was some of the behaviour, and this is not just me as a European being biased, but there was a lot of American commentators, pundits, etc., who were like, "Oh, this is going too far." Yeah. And I honestly do feel, and I will stand corrected if it's not the case, but I do feel that the line is very slightly different over here in Europe. I think it gets crossed slightly less. I think maybe just from a cultural perspective, more is on the table in the States. You know what I mean? Like there's a cultural difference there. Maybe they're like, no, all of this stuff is
normal.
Yeah. Like,
Wow.
yeah. But for me, I'm like, no, it's too. There's sporting rivalry.
Yeah.
You don't need to bring, like your people's like tough personal lives into it. Like,
I like cheeky sports rivalry.
cheeky sports rivalry is what it's about.
Like, I don't like, for example, like someone getting punched up in a football match, but I do like something like someone pulling someone's shorts a little bit down or whatever. Like, do you know, was it Skulls that someone pulled down a linesman's shorts once?
Oh, yeah.
That was a bit naughty, but the way he did it, I've got to be honest, the way he did it, I found it quite funny because like, whoop, he just saw the opportunity, whoop, I was like, come on. But yeah, that's good. Also, speaking of sports as well, I want to say a massive shout out to the women's rugby team.
Yes.
Who fucking took it. Listen, I'll tell you what, women's sport is kicking the fucking shit out of the world in England at the moment.
And also big up to Canada because they had to crowdfund for £500,000 to be able to get into the tournament in the first instance. So
I don't think they were ranked very high at all before this tournament. Of course, we said that. So they've come through and did their thing, but obviously you got mashed up by England, innit? So well done. But go home and have a poutine and come again next time. But shout out to the women's team, man.
Indeed.
Absolutely nailed it. I had the opportunity to meet some of the women's team a little while back doing a gig, and yeah, man. They train hard. They're proper. Do you know what? They're proper sound. You know what rugby players are like. Rugby players are a bit more. I feel like they're more bantery openly. I feel like they feel more comfortable. So yeah, they're like that. But obviously their camaraderie and their fucking quality came through and they kicked the shit out of it, man. So honestly, well done to Canada. I got a mate who's got a Canadian wife, and he's like, it's like a bit of tension in the house, but I think she knew the best team won at the end. You get me? But was that your killer bit then? Watching the Ryder Cup?
Very quickly.
Yeah, go on.
So just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Day 1 and 2, Europe.
Yeah.
Absolutely demolished the United States in New York. The biggest lead that we had ever had going into the third day, but the most points are up on the third day.
Okay.
And America came back.
Really?
It should have been finished like at the end of the day. Yeah, Europe only needed at the beginning of the day it was initially 3.5. It was initially 3 points, but someone got injured, so that match they needed 2.5 points to win, and America needed 11 points, and so it was like a massive difference. But it came down to the penultimate match out of the 12 or 11 because one was stopped. It came down to the penultimate match to win the Ryder Cup. And it shouldn't have been anywhere near that close, but the Americans put on a comeback and made it squeaky bum time. I had 3 or 4 hours yesterday of just being very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I was like, it shouldn't have been this uncomfortable. It was supposed to be like a victorious day of just adulation. And they brought, fair play to them. You lost, but you did no. You did the comeback was the comeback was real because it would have been embarrassing. They were worried it was going to be the biggest margin of defeat, and instead it was almost one of the greatest comeback of all time. So
okay, but it wasn't though.
It wasn't. But ratings for the States.
Well
done
to the States and well done to Canada, just north of the States. You tried hard. Come again next time, innit?
Come again next time, and big up Europe.
All right, wicked. Well, before we go out of here, I've got a couple quick Netflix ones for you, or things I've been watching. I'm going to try not to mess this up. It's called Yo-Yo Hakusho on Netflix. Long story short, it's
anime?
It's a live adaptation of an anime that I've never watched. I just thought I'd give it a go.
I was thinking I've heard that title before.
Yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. Long story short, I'm only a couple of episodes in. Some alien bug type things come to Earth and they turn people into monsters. A dude gets given a gift by a omnipotent godlike figure to come back and help fight these monsters, and that's the only way he can come back to life again. So he decides to fight scenes are amazing, mate. The monsters are like zombies that have like swords that grow out of them and their faces get all mutated. Nice bit of kick-assery. Watched a few episodes and I'm fully invested. What's great is with special effects is now they've managed to make special effects that they've managed to do the stuff that they did in anime and manga stuff before. Right. Like somebody goes, for example, in this, somebody starts to mutate and their eye just goes up a little bit and faces in a weird direction. They can just do that now, whereas you couldn't do that without a lot of practical effects. It's great. I've been watching it with the original audio and English subtitles, and then switching it over just to check out what it's like. But I kind of like with these shows, I kind of like to watch, like hear the original like words coming out of their mouth.
I am
just hear the
such
energy.
an advocate for watching things in their native languages.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about it. I would always rather watch a subtitle film than a
Rightly
dub film.
so. The dubbing's getting better though,
unless the dubbing is done by the same, and they're bringing the same.
Oh yeah.
Also,
sometimes they're good though. The dubs, like, and the lip movements. I don't know how they. No, I do know they spend time to write it so that it looks like they're actually saying something similar to what is being said in a native tongue, which is amazing. Yeah. Sorry, you're saying that, bro?
No, I realised I needed to hold myself back when it comes to being very frustrated by bad subtitling, bad dubbing.
If it's
all the martial arts films I used to watch,
I've got a line that if it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. I love that. If it's absolutely horrible, I think it's amazing because I just like it when it's like you see lots of movement. Yes, that's what I love.
There's that, but also it's like they never pick. They'll have like an old Japanese dude, and instead of him being like, speaking like this,
hey man,
he'll be like, hey, Brent, and you're just like, what the fuck is this, man? This doesn't go at all.
I know, bro, it's horrible, but I love how car crash that is. It's like an old man comes up and goes, "Hey man, what's going on?" And he's like, "Hey man, that really hurt."
Quick shout out to something I watched the other day, which was the Thursday Murder Club.
Yes,
which I watched the other day for the first time, and I fucking enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really good. You seen it?
Nice. I have actually watched it. The UK's Richard Osman, who is just this like, producer turned presenter.
Turned podcaster, you know.
Spielberg picked it up. That's how they managed to. Not managed to. I don't know how it worked, but they've got like a load of fucking talent on it, innit? Loads of actors in it that know. Spielberg's production company were behind it as well. Got involved.
Yeah, it's a great cast. Great
casting. Nice little. I like a little hijinks.
Hijinks,
like a little whodunit.
It's really fun. It was perfect for what I was looking for.
Definitely filled the gap between the next Glass Onion.
I was about to say it's a case of Knives Out kind of. It's definitely got a Knives Out vibe to it.
Sorry, Knives Out. That's wicked. One more for you. I've Nathan For You is a show that I've been watching. There's a comedian who's very dry in his output, and his name is Nathan Fielder. And Nathan For You is a mockumentary where he pretends he's somebody who's just got a business degree and goes to help people improve their businesses. I don't think the people are aware that he's not for real.
Like an Ali G vibe.
Yes, but very dry, funny, not mean. He manages to tread the line of taking the mick out of people to get them to do weird, wacky things to get business, but he's not nasty to them. You know when you watch a good prank where everyone can kind of laugh at it at the end? These guys...
A wholesome prank.
But also, bro, it's wild. Nathan For You, he's got some new series stuff out, which I watched, which I won't talk about today, called The Rehearsal. I watched one episode of that and was like, I need to go back and watch whatever stuff this guy. So I'm back watching Nathan For You. Must come out like 10, 15 years ago.
You see the journey a bit more before you get to that.
Yeah, so I'm watching that on Prime. I think, bro, honestly, cracking up in the first episode. All right, I'll give you the first episode, right? He goes to a frozen ice cream store and he's like, you need to have a shock tactic flavour to get people in. So that flavour is going to be poo. And then he starts with that idea and you see him try and convince the owner to do it. And then whatever flavour they go with, shall we just say, he goes to the nth degree to replicate said flavour, bruv. So I won't spoil what flavour they end up going for, but he takes it to the nth degree. So whatever crazy idea he has, like say we're going to have a hat shop and the idea is all of the hats are just going to be beaks. He'll go and get a designer to just make the peaks of the hats only, design it properly, and that's what they'll sell. He's wild. He's wild. Okay, so it's like really subtle stuff that's really well done, and he doesn't break character once because he's out here saying these mad things to people, bruv. So go and watch it. The poop thing is like the first part of the episode. You see some other businesses. Nathan For You, but Nathan Fielder. Yeah, go check it out.
Nathan For You. Okay.
Yeah, man. Anyway, bro, I think we might have to bounce, bro.
All right.
Oh, man. It's been a pleasure, though. Make sure if you want to get your jokes in, some more Halloweeny ones, that's howtokillanow.com/jokes. Send them over. That's howtokillanow.com/jokes. howtokillanhour.com/jokes.
That's the one.
That's the one, yeah. We'll be back with some punishments soon, which is your jokes. And all I can do is apologise in advance because they're going to be Halloweeny. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, man. It's going to be It's going to be shocking. It's going to be a howler.
It's going to be punishment.
Yeah, you're going to be boo-hoo-hooing at the end of it. Trust me.